GX is funny and goofy until it does a 360 in season 3 and goes totally dark. Until it does what in season 3 and goes totally what now?
Does a 360 in season 3. It was totally dark.
That's the thing it did? Was just no one gonna tell me about that?
I mean, if we ever watched it more, I would have told you it.
In fairness, I was going through Yu-Gi-Oh! GX originally, but here's the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. The talking in it is so awkward in the dub. It's so awkwardly put in. It's very for kids dubbing. It's very for kids dubbing where you can tell that these voice actors had no idea what they were actually like voicing for or what the context of their lines was. So I watched through season 1. It's all up on YouTube. I watched it at 2 times speed, and that made it super enjoyable to me. Shout out to some of the slower talking characters just sounding like normal pace at 2 times speed. But season 2 dub is not on YouTube, and nowhere where I could find it did it have a ×2 thing. So I watched the first 3 episodes and I just cannot watch that fucking show at regular speed. Which is a shame because there was a boy that seemed like a grade A garbage boy right off the start at season 2 in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, a white-haired one with a white suit.
Good old Astro Phoenix and his Schmadian Schmooky.
I looked at him and I was immediately like, oh, this seems like a fake bitch. And then it's like, it turns out he's baddie, and I'm like, I love it. I want to put him in, I want to mess up his hair. I want to like stain his shirt. I want to throw him into a locker. This boy needs to get bullied a little bit. Anyway. Let's see. Oh, Happy noted that they hear the exact opposite about the consensus of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. Late 5 is supposed to be all the good parts.
Oh, no.
Purple is over here saying, Christmas boy, oh my god, and also a baby. We deserve to have a strong F girl. Wait, where did the F come from? Is there a permanent sandstorm going on for the entire game now?
Unless somebody else changes the weather, yes. Which isn't fine. Too badly because I have a lot of rock and steel types.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have only 2? Maybe I haven't checked, but still.
So, in answer to what do you mean Larvitar can't learn Rock Tomb? Javier says because Larvitar is a baby. Also, this is Gen 3, and also don't send the babies into the tomb. That's coward talk. Sandshrew still can't learn ground type moves at this point. Happy Tails, don't worry about it. I'm worrying about it.
Let's not even start with season.
Javier says let's not start with season 4 where they literally fight darkness. He's okay. Everyone's happy the whole time. Tails can't handle the Chaz. No, actually, Chaz might be my favorite character.
What?
Sort of ever in comedy stuff. What the fuck is that? Is that the... What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? There was not a fog yet. What the fuck is this?
I think this is like the atmospheric fog from the tower.
Lara, have you saved recently?
Alright.
Oh, that's neat. Aster, oh my god, I loved him. Hello, Stinkies, I've arrived. Hey, Kit! Happy, I'm worrying about the fighting the darkness. I'm worrying about stuff going super dark in season 3. What happened to my children? What happened to my stupid children? Stain his shirt and throw him in a locker, what? Garbage, like when I find like garbage characters that I love, where it's like you need to be, you know, they're stinky. They need to be put through a washing machine a few times. Think like, you know, Vegeta. Vegeta needed to be put through a washing machine a few times. He still could probably go for another load or two. I'm, just saying.
Don't worry,
but
Super puts him through another load. At least the manga part of it does.
Hell yeah. But I always like to joke where it's like, I love them. They need to be bullied a little though. They need to be thrown into a locker before they're pressure washed to help get rid of some of the stinky in their soul. And also, I want to note that Chaz spends most of the first anime just in the locker. It feels like he's shoved into that locker real quick. They pressure wash him into a locker and close the door until he gets him, and he doesn't actually come out smelling any less worse. He's still awful, but I love it. He's the narrative punching bag, and it's great. It's hilarious to watch. And weirdly, they really did do a good job of making me want him to come back and get his shit together. Not necessarily win against Jaden, but come back and get his shit together.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good balance. Anyway, I love him. I love him very much. Except that one episode where really he just decides he's in love with Alexis now. That was weird. That was really weird. He just decided, they really just said, he's like, I've decided I'm in love with her now.
Oh, right. That's a thing.
Oh, right. That's a thing.
Right. Super Saiyan. Also, I'm glad you appreciate best character in the GX.
He's great. I know that I'm apparently in a minority here, but I know I'm very unlucky in that what Bastion was one of I really did enjoy, and everyone tells me that's a shame considering what happens, and I don't know what happens, but the vibe I get is he gets replaced, but somebody literally said that's a shame considering what happens, and then just wouldn't elaborate, which is the most terrifying way to discuss a character.
I think that was me, so if you don't plan on continuing, which I guess the best thing I could suggest in terms of maybe continuing is watching it subbed, since it won't be the Orchids dub.
True, I could give it a shot. I did watch a few of the episodes subbed just to kind of see the difference. This is gonna sound mean. I'm sorry, this is gonna sound mean. I don't care about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX enough to watch it subbed where I have to pay it my full attention. I was watching it while I could have it in the pinned on the top in the corner of my computer, so I could watch it and listen to it while I was doing other stuff like arting.
Fair. Yeah, that's why I figured. Just it was the one thing I could suggest.
That's valid. Yeah. But yeah, I did watch actually one of the ones I watched because I was so desperate to know, because there's a lot of cultural nuances and flirting and stuff. I had to fucking know what Chaz was doing with his I'm in love with Alexis episode. In the original. So I watched that one subbed literally alongside the dubbed version. It was fucking hilarious. It was so fucking funny. Though, speaking of love, can I just know a weird ass thing in this show? Is they had a lot of, not a ton, but enough that it's weird. Adults hitting on children, little side things. It felt weird.
Mm-hmm.
There was just the worst one of all, the Amazon lady with Bastion, where they're straight up making notes. They're making jokes about him moaning and groaning all night long, and the actual punchline is that she's basically running him ragged with their workout thing. But it's still weird. It's a weird joke. There's a dark magician girl coming to life in a thing, and she supposedly gives the not Yugi little smooch on the cheek, but they also know that she's a woman, like an adult. And then there's the one dude who says he's in love with Alexis, who they were rivals in school or something. But they actually note that he was older, that he was slightly older than her, and he is designed like he is a grown ass man coming to flirt with her. And it's just like, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, why you keep doing this? Why? Actually,
also there was the flash the ticket bit that all of those lockers on.
Good old flash the ticket. Tails, why would you bring up the Amazoness woman? I blocked her out of my memory. Oh wait, tennis dude!
There's Looker.
Perfect.
There's something I wanted to say before I lost it.
Javier. Tails, the person who fell in love with Alexis. Javier, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Oh yeah, Happy says, I don't think season 4 has a dub. Did they ever stop that trend? Because I don't think the last season of 5Ds has a dub either. Why are there so many birds when I want to use my Pokemon that's only stab as a ground type move?
Also, yeah, Tennis Dude. I forgot Tennis Dude was another one who just randomly decided he was in love with Alexis.
Z was fully dubbed, I thought. Possibly. 5Ds was the last time I tried to watch to the end of a Yu-Gi-Oh. So it was like GX and 5Ds back to back. Where there's no dub for the last part of it. It's a shame, Tails, because the guy who uses Yu-Gi-Oh card Espeon shows up in GX Season 3.
I see, illegal.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so they cut off. No, about that. They cut off. I'm making a lot of mistakes with the gameplay because I'm trying to talk. I'm making a lot of mistakes with talking because I'm trying to gameplay.
Dude.
So yeah, good to know that they stopped dubbing only part of the Yu-Gi-Oh seasons. That was getting real annoying. Happy makes a fun statement of, I've always said, gosh dang it, that's not what Happy said.
Can't believe Happy said you saying gosh dang it.
I think the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh got the full thing. I remember watching the whole thing front to end.
Yeah.
Unless you count season 0, which is technically another person doing it, even though it technically is a full season covering the stuff that comes before the actual anime we know and love. There's 2 episodes of overlap.
Shout out to the fact that canonically Seto Kaiba tried to murder the entire crew. I mean, what?
I'd buy it.
He did a death theme park where all the rides would kill you if you didn't do win the little quizzes and stuff correctly. Just straight up murder you. Straight up.
Was that
will
in
kill
season
you.
0?
Yes, that was in season 0.
Yeah, makes sense. That was after Pharaoh did his shadow game, and I was like, I like that idea. So something bad influence. Oh right, poison.
Anyway, season 0 is very, very interesting. You know,
it's powerful.
Before the mind crush.
Shout out!
I really do.
Shout out to all of the stuff from the things. Oh yeah, basically the entire B cast without the season 0 content kind of can feel pointless at times.
Mm-hmm.
And then you stick in that, and I was like, oh, it's his friend group because these ones will look like silly nerdy kids who didn't have friends, so that's like his little friend group that he get over time.
Mm-hmm. I'm sad because Joey had I actually don't remember how much was in season 0, but I remember from the bit of the manga I read, Joey had a very actually cool arc about stopping being a bully and becoming breaking off from his bullying friend and standing up to this other bad like influence friend and becoming a better person for the sake of like inspired by Yugi. Like there was a really good build up and backstory to like the fact that he originally, like, they brush by it in the anime that we know, that Joey used to be a bully and he threw one of the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle, and then then like Yugi stood up for him. And then seeing Yugi stand up for him made him dive into the river thing and get the piece of the Millennium Puzzle for him. But it's like, it was like a very big arc, and like Joey has a really like crappy home life, and like that's why he was taking it out on people. And it's like very like, it's like a very big thing that he got over it and improved himself for Yugi, and it really like makes their bond something really like touching. And the fact that he's like even gets into the cards like with that, but also wanting to stand out on his own with his own skill and stuff. It's all like very like Joey is a very compelling character that absolutely did not get most all of that in the anime. He got bits, but
yeah, he got most of his character development in like that first arc before it turned into the card game manga. Which isn't in the card game anime because they wanted that part of the anime to be all about the card game. That's right, this is when...
Lyra save.
Why did I talk so much? I can't buy regular potions. What?